earlier, I was thinking about that typical like awful husband character. You know, the one that's just like watching TV, slapping his belly, he's laughing while the wife is crying in the other room. I was thinking about that character, and I was like, I haven't seen that type of character in a while in any shows or
Slapping his
movies.
belly, laughing.
Yeah, he's wearing his wife beater, he's in his
You're
boxers.
talking about Homer Simpson, right? Like that kind of character.
I mean, kind of, but like more. Eh,
Less haha he's beating his kids and more like oof he's beating them again.
yeah, like he's eating that hungry man dinner, sitting in front of the TV on his lazy boy. I haven't
Just
seen one of those characters in a hot minute.
yeah, that was like all the good dad characters back in the day. That's why like the kids had good adventures because they wanted to get the fuck out of the house.
Right? They need to bring those dads back. That's all I'm saying. It's this is the Father's Day episode.
Yeah, the Father's Day episode. Here, let me do a impersonation of my father real quick. That was my
That's the episode.
impersonation of my father.
He said, "Let me get that milk."
He said, my dad, some of the shit I think about is so funny. It's just like wild. Like, I remember me saying, like, Dad, you never call me. And he's like, well, listen, the phone goes both ways. It's like, but I'm 6. And it's my birthday. Oh, dude, just wild, like scumbag dad stuff.
The phone goes both ways.
Dude, the phone goes both ways. It's wild. And then
The phone goes both
also,
ways.
just like every weekend that I am there, he's like, I gotta go work.
Yeah, have fun. Here's a bowl of frosted flakes.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
And when I come home, I'm not gonna talk to you, and I'm watching the Discovery Channel.
This is still going on, by the way. Anyone that's listening, this still happens. He still has to go over to his dad's every week.
No, it's every other weekend. My bedtime's still 9 o'clock. I still sleep on the same bunk bed, and my sister sleeps under me and kicks my back in between the rods. It's a fun time. It's a good time.
If you're good in 2 weeks, maybe I'll get Fruit Loops for you. I don't know.
No,
Later.
it was always brown sugar oatmeal or brown sugar Pop Tarts. And boy, do I hate brown sugar Pop Tarts. Like, golly, who doesn't love that shit?
Big brown sugar Pop Tart fan. Yo, Neon Genesis, weirdest animes.
I've never seen
Fucking
it.
weird. Neon Genesis?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. You ever want to watch an anime about a boy crying? About a boy who doesn't get loved by his dad? That's the anime for you.
So, we do need to get into this.
Yeah, did you
I
watch it?
I watched Surf's Up the other day after
Wasn't
you
it good?
recommended it. It was like a breath of fresh air.
It like still holds up so hard.
It's
It's so good.
so good. There's so many like meme worthy moments, like right here, Tanks Ladies.
Yeah,
That shit is hilarious.
his ladies.
Dude.
It should have won awards if it didn't. I don't know if it did.
Now this.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me pull up my other screen because now I'm looking to see if it won any awards.
Did you know there's a Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania?
I heard that one's not good.
I heard it's not good either. It also came out 9 years after the first one.
Uh huh. I mean, I just want to live the legacy that Cody Maverick is how he is at the end of the first movie.
Dude, for real, he's like, I am just gonna go live my best life. Screw you guys. I'm Cody Maverick. He literally dished his family and everybody. Just
They
went.
chose such good voice actors too. Like they all sound like they genuinely surf.
Dude, Jeff Bridges, he was so good as Z.
Uh huh.
It was amazing. I was like, they really got Jeff Bridges. Also, was that who was Chicken Joe? Cause
Let me look.
I swore that was John Heater.
It might be. Uh, yeah, it is.
It is, dude. It's a stacked cast. It's such an entertaining movie.
You've
Like
got the love of my life, Zoe Deschanel, as the girl penguin. I don't remember her name.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Zoe Deschanel in the movie too.
yeah. I my favorite part was when Chicken Joe saw the girls with little hearts on their butts, and he went and got one put on his.
Yeah. You got Shia LaBeouf as Cody Maverick, Jeff Bridges as Z. Uh, Lonnie, that's the girl penguin's name.
Yeah, this game used to be what I would get down on.
Yeah, I never played this game, but it looks fun.
Oh, he
Oh no.
crashed. He's an amateur. This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know what surfing is up. He only has
Uh,
1950. Dude, he cannot balance. What is wrong with this guy?
he's playing on the Wii balance board.
But yeah, I always thought like the whole thing was super interesting. But every map in this game is based off the movie, like where they actually surf, and they even the scene when they slide on the leaves around the lava and stuff. That was one of the
Yeah,
best little mini games.
I mean, any game that has that type of thing, it's always just such a fun game.
Like you see, it has like the weird little Tony Hawk balance meter on your grinds and stuff.
Yeah, I remember a game I used to play a ton was The Incredibles for the PlayStation, and just the first Dash level was so hard for me as a kid. I feel like I could go back now and destroy that game,
Dude,
but
the
maybe not.
Incredibles game was really hard. It was fun though.
It was fun.
Dude, some of the
I
shovelware from back in the day was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. No, they used to make genuinely good like movie games back then.
Yeah, Chicken Little wasn't horrible. It
Oh,
was
I love that
alright.
game.
The
I have that
Scooby
on
Doo
Steam.
game was amazing.
I don't know if I ever played that.
Dude, uh, I'm
I
trying
feel
to.
like there's a couple too.
There's a few Scooby Doo games, but there's one that there's definitely one that stands out. Yeah, Night of a
Oh
Hundred
yeah.
Frights.
Yeah, I wanted that game so bad. Just from looking at the cover, I was like, this game looks like it'd be dope.
Dude, this is another one. This is from the same guy that we just find. He just like grinds these obscure games.
He's playing all the classics.
He knows that we're gonna talk about it, and he wanted to hook us up.
Yeah, Scooby.
Get it, Scooby?
Yo, get it, Scoob. Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have figured that out as a kid.
I mean, you're a dog. Whoa. What would show you that, hey, you should grab onto this bird's feet?
You should just know, not be a scrub.
I mean, I just love platformers though, and most movie games were just like platties.
Yeah, Shrek 2 was also a really fun platformer game. At
The
least it
Shrek
was for the
too.
the Game Boy.
I loved that. What is that game? It's like the Shrek beat 'em up.
Shrek Smash or Shrek Slam.
Shrek 2 Team Action. No.
Shrek
Yeah,
Super
Shrek Super
Slam.
Slam. Yeah, that game was fun. That was that was a real fun game. I remember going to that little after school gaming thing, and they had that running, and I was always on it.
I mean, this looks interesting enough. I heard there was some characters that were super broken in this.
Yeah, I mean, as a middle school kid, none of the characters were super broken. But yeah, I heard that it's like a busted tier list in this game. Yo, he's shielding.
He's
Is this the
still
same dude?
about to get some. Oh, he just got the slam meter. He's slamming him.
Yo, I also
Yeah.
remember in middle school, I was walking out of the school and I saw this DS cartridge on the ground, and the like front cover was all scratched off. I was like, cool. So I pocketed that. It was Shrek Crash and Bash Racers.
What? That's wild.
Shrek Crash and Smash Racing. Sorry.
Did you ever
Uh,
play this game when you were young?
no.
Okay, I'll just let the intro play.
Let's see what's up with War of the Monsters.
This is
Yo,
such a good game. It's
one
like
like
the Godzilla game that they never made. I would go back and play this 100%.
one like and Sile start speedrunning this game.
Gang, dude. I know where I'm gonna get stuck at, bro. There's the mission where you gotta fight the two dragons at the same time, and that's not a good time, man. Also, that Mantis guy right there, you gotta fight multiple of them, and one of them. There's the not Godzilla Godzilla.
Yo,
There's,
the Tiki Man.
he can take off his head and then beat people with it. There's the not King Kong King Kong.
Oh, I've seen this before, but no, I've never played it.
Dude, this was my jam as a kid. See, I love how this, like, the intro screen too is all done like you're at a drive-in.
That is cool.
You see
So
all
it's that
these
monster on
characters.
monster fight.
Down there, that was my favorite guy, the electric dude with the eye.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Oh,
This reminds me of that
he's actually
celebrity
showing off the
game.
characters. It's what, Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah,
I used to watch that show quite a bit.
there was a game for it, right?
I'm not sure. Oh, he doesn't have it unlocked. This was like a dragon monster there. Told you had to fight the two at once, and that one sucked ass.
Yeah, there was a video game.
This dude was cool. This guy was like my favorite, like the Japanese mech fighter.
Yo, the man.
I loved this dude as well. I had a brother-in-law at the time, or no, stepbrother at the time, and we used to play this so much. This and backyard wrestling.
Uh-huh. Yo, quick, rank these. Rank these characters. Tier list. Who's
Tier
top
list.
tier?
D tier. He's basic as fuck. Same with the F tier on this guy. Godzilla, he's not that good. I would say C tier on the mech guy, on the robot, if you really know it. The Japanese fighter, also C tier. B tier on the totem.
Yo.
The guy with 4 arms, he's also B tier. We're going to A tier for this.
The Mantis?
The Mantis, yeah, sorry. I like.
It looks like a Mantis. I
Fried
can't
out.
really tell.
They don't really give you names.
You don't need names.
The Neversoft logo guy, he he's also A tier. He's pretty cool,
Yo.
but not all the way. The dragon, that is S tier because you can actually fly. And then
Let's go.
and then S tier on this he's an alien with little blasters, but he's an S tier because he's super slow, really tiny, and he sucks ass, but he's so cool.
You said the Neversoft, dude. Let's talk about how when games used to be cool and you had those weird, like Tony Hawk, you could unlock and play as the Neversoft eyeball.
Yeah,
That
they
was
don't do cool stuff now. Now you just have to buy it.
Yeah. What happened? What happened to that?
I don't know. They just don't they don't care about people anymore.
What Tony Hawk game was that? Pro Skater 3.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater was so good. I used to love like just grinding it out. Just
I like Underground. I like what is it, Thug too. And then there's what is it? Thug Pro. If you've ever played that, that's so fun. It's just modded Underground. You can play online with people. And they've got like stages from like the Disney skate game, like Andy's Room, just stuff like that. It's so fun.
That's cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. And with that being said, would you recommend Surf's Up to a friend or family member?
Oh yeah, everyone. Surf's Up's so good.
Surf's Up is amazing. We would recommend it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's free on YouTube with ads. Shout out Surf's Up. Shout out Shia LaBeouf. Shout out John Heater. Shout out Jeff Bridges. Shout out Zoe Deschanel. Shout out the dude who played the brother, and I don't know your name, but you were awesome in Sarah Silverman show, and you were also good in Dumb and Dumber, even though that movie wasn't too good.
It's just a classic film.
And I know he's watching this because everybody's watching this because it's the only actually entertaining podcast out there.
Uh-huh. I'm looking at more people also search for Surf's Up. You watched Over the Hedge recently.
Yes, I did watch Over the Head. You know what? It's pretty good. It holds up. Before I go into Over the Hedge, I did want to say one more thing I saw about Surf's Up. I
Yeah.
was kind of like in it, out of it, like watched it a little bit in one room, watched some on my phone. What do you guess how many people worked on the Hair and Feathers?
Oh wow. I have no idea.
Six.
That's that's a lot of people, honestly.
Six people on Hair and Feathers. That's why a movie from 2007 doing computer CGI is so good. Like,
They were showing. So I watched the DVD. So I got to see the previews that no one ever sees anymore. They showed Monster House. Monster House came out around the same time as Surfs Up. Monster House looks so bad. It's such a good movie, but it looks so bad compared to
yeah,
Surfs Up.
the visuals don't hold up, but it's still a fun movie. I watch it with my niece and nephew.
It's just so crazy though that like within the span of a year, how much it changed
Well,
in
that
like
was
CGI.
one of the last motion cap movies that they did that way.
Mm-hmm.
After that, that studio actually shut down. The jokes like were really good. I thought this fire urchin part was so funny.
Yeah, where they interview the dude.
Yeah, shout out to the film crew for going underwater and interviewing the fire urchin. Yeah, he's like stepped on me. He was dancing on me. Gone, gone, missing, missing, gone, gone. Or wait, no, broken, broken, missing, missing, broken, broken, broken.
It was good.
And then when he pulls the giant like spike out of it, like the urchin thing out, and then pisses on it. That's pretty funny.
It was. It was just solid all around. I mean, I can't think of a joke that I was like, that wasn't funny.
You know,
It was good.
Cody doesn't deserve Z though. He doesn't. He's a
Cody,
jerk to him.
he was a jerk to him.
But at least in the end, Chicken Joe won.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. I'm sorry. Ah, gosh.
If you haven't watched a movie that came out in 2007 and you're listening to this podcast, that's crazy. That's nuts.
You know it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions because some of these people are gonna pause the podcast, go put on Surfs Up, say you know what I want to finish that podcast. They're gonna be happy that we recommended such a good movie, and then I'm gonna spoil it for them. Then they're gonna be in a downward spiral, and they're gonna make sure that we stay the only actually not entertaining podcast.
We're gonna get a hate Reddit.
Oh, that's all I ever wanted. I just need enough people that hate me to follow my every move to give me ad revenue.
That's all a boy could dream of.
That's all a little guy wants. I mean, I can be the next little neon. Oh man,
No, there it is. Surfs up.
there it is. It knows it's been listening to us.
Uh-huh.
Said you seem like you would love some Surfs Up. We'll put this
No.
on in the background because I really enjoy this guy, and I've been wanting to go to Japan myself.
I really enjoy 7-Eleven.
This is 7-Eleven Japan, though.
Yo. 7-Eleven Japan goes crazy.
Yeah. Look, there's plenty of stuff in English so that you dumb people like me can actually go there and do stuff and operate and survive.
There's
Unlike,
so many companies that like sponsor 7-Eleven. Like they'll have like certain like card packs or something that you can only get exclusively at 7-Eleven in Japan. It's so crazy to me.
They ran a weird lineup with Pac-Man here in Colorado for a while.
Huh. It's just weird seeing gas stations get like, I mean, I guess they're not gas stations over there. I think they're just convenience stores, but I don't know. But I just see 7-Eleven as a gas station.
Yeah, and it probably is, like you said, a little bit more of a convenience store type of deal. And that's why it is so entertaining to watch this. See all the crazy gadgets and food they got over there. I've
I wanted
also,
to swallow that green drink.
dude, you can pour it down my chest and lick it off. But I've been wanting to go out there.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. It seems like it'd be fun.
Plus, you can check out on this. It tells you how much the items are. And, like, the turnover, the currency's pretty good. Right now is a really good time to go there, too, because it's literally like everything's 30% off. See,
Japan is 30 off.
that's a dollar. Dollar and
No,
a
a dollar.
cent.
What if you pulled out a brown sugar pop tart and he's like, check this out? Yo, a sloppy Joe? Sloppy Joseph?
Sloppy Jim. A sloppy
Crispy
dang ping.
80 cents for the twisties from Taco Bell. That's crazy.
Dude, they look like just Fritos.
Yeah, I think they are.
The barbecue ones.
The
What
elite snack
flavor
of
are
choice.
they? Con consomme?
They're just
Again,
cornstarch flavored.
I'm not educated, so I'm gonna go with what he said that it's a peppery flavor. Now I know what consomme is.
That was a good break. That was a classic break.
Dude, he is on it. Lick 'em.
Yeah. He said anyone in the chat want to lick these fingers.
For free? Give me those. No.
Anyone watching want to take a little lick?
Dude, what are these, like, little pancake bites?
I think they're like those little. Oh no, I thought they were the little cookies that got the sludge in them. That little
Alright.
slime.
It says egg cakes with maple flavoring.
Those are little pigs. That's not a koala. Oh, that's not a pig.
That's a panda. What the fuck is
What is
that?
that? That's one of the ghosts from Pac-Man.
A green smoothie, because why the hell not?
Yo, you want to play some Ford Racing 2 from 2003?
No, I want to play ATV Off-Road Fury.
But it's Ford. Every car in it should be Ford.
Dude, speaking of this guy talking about fiber, guess what? I went and got some blood drawn the other day, and
Uh-huh.
it comes back, all the tests, fine, negative. And then the last thing they said was like, hey, you also have high cholesterol. You need to watch that.
I said no more
And
salt, buddy.
he said, what?
No more salt for you,
No, it's
buckaroo.
not salt. It's different. It's more goes hand in hand with fat.
Oh, okay.
But it's also like my whole diet, which is, processed cured meats, red meats, fatty meats,
Corn dog,
the
corn dog.
full fat. Yeah, exactly, like corn dogs. Also, beef jerky has been a very essential part of my diet. And I looked into it, and it turns out that has a hell of a lot of cholesterol in it, too. Plus, every Saturday, I eat about a pound of bacon.
Just for fun.
And then
In one
Sunday,
sitting.
I do it some more. See, I want to try these. They have these like whipped cream and milk sandwiches, but they will have fruit on the inside.
That pink hot dog did not look tasty.
No, it
Whatever that
looks
thing was.
like dog shit.
Hot
E-
dog.
Either way, back to the cholesterol. So I tell Maddie, and she's like, "Oh, it's okay, honey. You're only like 26." And I was like, "I'm 26 with high cholesterol. No, this is not a good thing. It's not
Just fun.
okay."
You're 26. You're 26 years young.
What can I say? I'm balling out. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna join the 27 club from a fucking heart attack because I ate way too many fucking corn dogs. I enjoyed one too many Hot Pockets.
You want to talk about the 27 Club? MGK, he's got that coffee shop up in Cleveland. It's called the 27 Club. That
Yeah.
stuff's so expensive. It's
Um,
nuts.
I know some, like plenty of people who go up there and like take pictures and stuff, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And it's like, why? Why do you need to make it a whole experience for fucking
It's like
coffee? It's
it's a cool
mediocre.
looking place, but like it's not worth the price. It was for two people. It was like $50 for just like two coffees, two like breakfast sandwiches.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's so much money.
That's the
And
most
like
insane thing.
the breakfast sandwiches, they were pretty good. They slapped, but like the coffee, I mean, it was just like average. It was whatever. It's not worth the price.
Yeah, yeah. I've never had a coffee that I'm like, oh wow, I'm glad I paid $12 for that.
Yeah. Nah, there's eh,
Honestly, I'd
too
rather
much for
pay more
coffee.
money. Like, give me a good smoothie.
Give me a
That's what
solid
I'm
smoothie.
about. Or I have been a fan of like some good boba teas, but it all depends because most places pour way too much sugar into it. It's like, dude, you're literally throwing boba, which is soaked in fucking brown sugar, and you give a good big scoop of that down the bottom of my drink too. I don't need you to like dump a whole bunch in with the tea.
Yo,
Ooh,
you need a sugary drink.
look at this French toast in a cup.
Now that looks kind of good. I think I'd go crazy on that.
Yeah.
You'd catch me going feral in the park with a bunch of those.
You catch me eating handfuls of it, making women and children uncomfortable. I would have my shirt off and I would just be wiping off on my chest, my hand, breathing heavily as the cholesterol fills my veins.
And that wouldn't be the worst thing some American did in Japan. And we got Logan Paul to thank for that.
Dude, this is 7-Eleven Thailand, dude.
Yo,
We're
that's
going.
not even a building. That's a place inside of a building.
Yeah, dude, we're going around the world.
7-Elevens around the globe.
Yeah.
Yo, what's he shushing for?
I watch this guy's stuff all the time. I think I
Yo,
may have seen this one.
those juicy drop pops, a
Juicy
blast from
drop
the
pop
past.
and a fucking snack that comes with a Pokemon card.
This dude's balling out. Is his channel just 7-Elevens? Is that all he does?
No, it's also just like Thailand street food, Japanese street food, bullet train food. That's how I first found him. because I was like, oh, what? Because I heard they do have food on the bullet trains. Sometimes it's really good.
That's
And
kind of sad. I wish it was just 7-Eleven. I wish this dude's whole career was just based around going to
the whole
7-Eleven.
shtick. He does have multiple microwaves, and sometimes you'll get to see like 2 or 3 microwaves.
He gets them all in action.
Dude, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, yeah. See, you're gonna tell me that
7-Eleven.
doesn't look good?
That looks pretty good.
Plus, so I got these, they're called Fruta. Like these,
Uh,
it's a brand, but they're like these chocolate covered milk wheat. I mean, like milk chocolate covered wheat crisp snacks type of things, but it tastes like uh, almost like a chocolate covered freeze dried coffee bean.
that sounds good.
And it's so, oh my gosh, I love them. I'll have to send you a link or something to it on Amazon because I love those. And I've also found out there's this brand called Uglies that does sweet potato chips.
Yo.
And those are pretty baller.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sweet potatoes. Slap.
Yeah, it's like a nice little salty sweet little chip. It's, I need to order some.
I need some in my mouth right now.
I'm already thinking about ways to heighten my cholesterol. Fuck the fruits. Fuck the nuts.
Yo.
Yeah, it's so like from what I like looked into, it's pretty easy to just not have high cholesterol. But I was just going at it from every single angle. So
I was just eating all the meat that was good.
well, it was like eating massive amounts of beef jerky. We've been going camping. Ugh. When we camp,
Yeah.
I've been eating like multiple meals. I like been eating hot dogs, which of course plenty of cholesterol. And then after the hot dogs, I'm trying to think what. Oh, it was the Campbell soup, and I looked into that. Boy, that may be the soup that eats like a meal, but your fucking arteries feel pretty full afterwards too.
You're gonna suffer.
It
You gotta
looks
tell
like
me
we
about.
burnt this shit.
You gotta tell me about your first day camping.
Which time? Did I tell you
I
about
don't
the
know.
last time?
No, I haven't heard any camping stories yet.
Oh,
Whichever
dude.
whichever one was supposed to be told.
So while I tell you about camping, I'll show you we'll look at some outdoor boys silently.
We'll find the outdoor boys. And we'll give them a hug.
Absolutely. Look at this guy. He's just living it and loving it.
He's a nice guy. He's a swell guy.
He is a very nice guy, very swell guy.
But you get a little sugar in him.
He gets a
Stuck
little crazy.
Yo.
Yo.
This was you. This was you these
This
past
is
2
me.
weeks.
No, so the one trip, the first one, we drive 3 hours, we show up late, we set up our tent, eat, get everything put up because you have to like make sure everything's cleaned up, it's bear proof, food lockers and trash and everything. So I slept with some bear mace, but it was so cold. It was probably got down to like 15 degrees, if not colder, in the night. And we had a cold weather sleeping bag that was for two people, but it definitely wasn't enough. We had more blankets, but it was freezing cold. And I sat there and just held my dog the whole time because I knew he was cold. So then we survived the night. I got up, we had food, and everything was good. We get everything together, and then we drive into town for a little bit, which Vale is beautiful. It's a nice little mountain town. And we go get some ice cream and just walk around. And while we were getting ice cream, we see like this giant storm blowing in over the mountains. It was wild. And sure enough, I was like, I hope that isn't blowing our way. And it just kept getting darker and darker. So we finished our ice cream cones, and by the time we got back to our campsite, it was just coming down so hard. And I was like, there's no way we can do another night if it's this cold, and now we're going to be wet and cold. So we ended up just packing it up and getting out of there. So that was the first camping trip.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
What a great time. I'm gonna give.
Something's gotta give. The second camping trip though, it went a lot better, but it was like in the desert, kind of like the high desert. So it got so hot the second day. Again, I'm sitting there worrying about my dog because even though we had a canopy, it was unbearably hot. I just kept rubbing ice cubes on him, trying to cool him down. But that one was pretty uneventful. It was good. It was pretty. I made a s'more. I ate more Campbell's soup. See, that's what I mean. Like, I've been working hard on the high cholesterol. Because that morning, I ate like half a pack of bacon. Had some eggs, which also, like, the yolk, the egg yolk has a healthy amount of cholesterol in it. And then, trying to think. Oh, and then I also had a creamy corn chowder. That's what it is. Yeah, creamy chicken corn chowder. Campbell's. That was my breakfast.
A breakfast for men.
Yeah,
Boys'
so.
breakfast.
See, I thought if I eat a whole bunch of these fatty foods, I'm going to gain mass. I'm going to bulk. I'm going to get big. But I'm dumb, and I gave myself high cholesterol.
Yeah, you just gotta switch over to some lean meats and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm switching over. I got some salmon in the fridge, some chicken.
You can do turkey jerky.
I'm still gonna rock beef jerky I only eat it on the weekends, so
You can't stop me from my beef jerky. Don't even try.
the beef jerky is getting cut out. That's probably gonna be the hardest one because I eat a pack or two of the big packs of beef jerky a week.
Yeah, just get like turkey version. It's lower in cholesterol.
My brain thought you were talking about turkey bacon for some reason. Yeah, no, turkey jerky. Yeah, I could try that out. There's also, I
Yeah.
want to try salmon jerky.
That's a madman's dream. Salmon jerky.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh.
heard of it.
Well, I watched this Outdoor Boy, and living in Alaska, they have some salmon jerky.
That's that's not real, and I don't believe you.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I had a friend. We were talking about fiber first. He uh, he ate a whole box of Fiber One brownies before he went to his sister's softball game, and mid game had to sprint straight to the bathroom.
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot. There was something eventful that happened. The first night we were out camping in the morning, I shit myself.
Okay, that is pretty eventful.
That was pretty cool of me to do. I
That is
tried to
pretty cool.
rush and put all my clothes back on from the night before because that was what was out. And I did a little. Every time I do that walk where I'm holding a shit in, I feel like Hal when he does the speed walking in Malcolm in the
Yeah,
Middle.
with his cool suit on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I do that to the bathroom, and I get there. I'm like, oh, I just start releasing, and I was so happy. I thought I made it, and I'm like, man, this fucking stinks. Like, and I know it's not like the smell of the place. It's my smell that I keep smelling.
This is that man Musk.
And so eventually I look down and see there's just like a giant brown streak in my underwear. And when I went to wipe, boy, it was like putting my hand in a mud pile.
Sorry, Doc. A little muddy back there.
Yeah, so that was a little rough, especially for like the first day. I did bring dude wipes, so I didn't have to walk around with shit covered all the way up my back.
That's
But
good.
I was pretty close.
What'd you do with the underwear? You ditch them? Did you wear them back with pride and say, "Look what I did"?
I did throw them away. I did not throw them away at the bathroom, though. I carried them back to the campsite because I thought about it. I thought about salvaging them.
You said these are my favorite pair. What am I gonna do?
I literally just got them like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They were a really nice pair of underwear.
Don, do
Well,
not
they
forget.
were until they just got shitted.
Rest
So
in peace, new pair of underwear.
I'm seeing most of the salmon jerky is actually for dogs.
Yeah, you got
But
that dog in you, don't you?
boy, this guy right here, he's saying he can make you some jerky in 5 hours and 20 minutes.
That's not good jerky. It's
How
got
do
to
you
take
know,
days.
Luke? How do you know?
Got to take days upon weeks upon months.
Up until about 5 minutes ago, you didn't even know this jerky existed. So how are you gonna look me in the eye and tell me I don't know what would be good jerky?
Listen, jerky is just like wine. The older, the better. You know. You
Four
want to go
point
up.
six six out of 5 stars.
You want to go up into your grandparents' attic, and you want to find a bag of jerky up there. Maybe opened. Who cares? That's the good jerky.
You're making me want to
You
spit
want.
right now.
You want to find that aged jerky. You put it in
I
your mouth and
like
it's
me a
vinegar.
nice, finely aged Pupford crunchy jerky dog treat.
I've been aging these bad boys for 21 years. You pop it out as a dog treat.
It's just a white. It looks like a white dog turd.
You pick up one of those like cigar boxes, right? The ones that like they're like little humidifiers
The
or
humidor.
dehumidifiers,
The
and
humidor or whatever it is. Yeah.
and then you put your jerky in there and you wait 10 years, and then you crack that bad boy open. Dang, you got yourself a nice little jerky.
You wouldn't be able to crack it open because the whole thing would just be a giant single organism. It would have a
The jerky all
heartbeat, a
combined.
mind of its own.
The jerky combines into the little mechanism. It becomes one.
Off. Next time, I'll tell you about the girl getting fired at work. That shit was
Yeah.
funny. That was pretty awesome.
Rest in peace, girl who lasted 3 weeks.
R.I.P. the bitch that could not listen. Not saying that she's a bitch because she's a woman. She's a bitch because she would not listen.
Sai hates women.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Luke, but I'm trying to
All I
say it
heard.
without saying it.
All I heard was, "My name's Sai. I don't approve of women."
My name is Sai, and all women are bitches and hoes.
You said women's suffrage. Sounds great.
Ooh, women suffering are good. You said women rights. Am I also hitting them with lefts?